Hello, everybody. It is October 9th, 2023. I'm Drew.
I'm Tara.
Welcome to the show, Tara. What was that long pause?
Oh, nothing.
This
Just,
is America's
keeping people on
number
their
one
toes.
sports and entertainment butthole buffoonery, sibling, Chicago-based, 69 celebrating podcast, MELLONfights. This is MELLONfights. Tara isn't really paying attention. She's up to something. I don't know what.
I was just getting my notes to where they needed to be.
It was the intro. You should probably be paying
I
attention.
heard everything.
Wait for your name.
I heard everything.
There's a long pause.
I said my name.
It was long.
It's called, when you have a pause, it's called dramatic pause.
It was not dramatic.
Guessing.
I started thinking that perhaps the sound had gone out because you didn't.
It did not
react for a while.
I was just waiting for everyone to get on pins and needles to hear me say my name.
Any new listeners have probably turned it off already.
They're like, they don't have it together.
This is MELLONfights. We are in the world we live in is falling apart around us, and here we are doing a podcast that nobody cares about. Because what else are you going to do? Honestly,
exactly.
What else are you going to do?
You got to keep yourself happy. You got to do things that make yourself laugh, because nothing else will make you laugh in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dark.
It's very dark.
Dark. I don't think I do it because it's going to make me laugh. I do it because it's just a distraction for an hour and a half every single Monday. And that's all I get in this world. It's an hour and a half. And then the hour and a half when I get to listen to it, when I listen to myself a second time through and go, "You're good, sir. Sir, you're good.
Sir,
you're good.
There's one thing I would tell you, you're good."
You know what we're not good at, Tara? We're not good at picking football games anymore.
Oh my God.
I think it's time to retire the underdog pick of the week. I think we're going to go out on it way down. We were 0-4. 0-4 on the weekend as a duo. Not even you had like one close one. Other than that, it was not close.
I was so upset at myself. I'm like, if anyone, if Jeremy, because he's the only one that seems like he believes in us and might pick our games, I feel bad I'm losing him money, and I don't like that.
Yeah, I stopped picking her. I was putting money. I stopped. I gave up on us myself. 0-4. In fact, I've actually moved on to NBA season, Tara. Wearing the Bucks hat, I've moved on. The NFL season is over for me. The Cowboys are dog shit. The Cowboys are absolute dog shit. So I've moved on to the Bucks. Yesterday was yesterday they had their first preseason game. And Dame and Giannis didn't play, and so it wasn't that exciting. But it's close, and it's exciting that it's on the way. And I think people are starting to. I think there was a proper amount of excitement when it happened, and then people started going well, they wanted to second guess it, but I think it's going to be fucking awesome. I think it's going to be so fucking fun to watch those two motherfuckers play together.
I know, because Giannis, he spreads out that court, and Dame is just going to have open dimes. Dame dollar dimes. It's not even about
it's going to be that Giannis is one less person that they have to account for who can score. If they don't pay attention to him, he's scoring. They don't pay attention to Dame. Giannis is getting him the ball and he's scoring, and vice versa. You can't leave one.
Exactly.
What do you double team them both?
You can't leave either guy open. No.
And then
you got Chris open.
Then he's got maybe
Look
if
out.
he ever gets healthy.
Well, then you got Brooke in the corner.
You got Bobby Portis.
You got him.
And other guys. I actually think the young guys are going to be they're going to have to be. They're going to have to step up this year, all these young Bucks.
They better.
Well, we'll go back to that. So the NFL season games did happen yesterday.
They did happen. We suck.
It wasn't a great day, in my opinion.
No.
I lost all double fantasy loss. My team lost, and then my bets all lost. So
yikes! Somebody doesn't know football.
Someone don't know football.
Well, I still have one. I still have my team doing good.
What? Who's your team?
The Lions.
They're not your team.
I love them. Yes,
You're
they
the Cowboy
are.
fan. We like. You're not all. You've.
I am. I feel like I've upgraded to the Lions. I love them. Yes.
Okay.
I've upgraded.
It's gonna be sad when the Lions win a Super Bowl before the Cowboys win one again.
Well, I'll be happy because they're my squad.
They're your squad.
Mm-hmm.
I've also moved past summer. It's a fit. Look at me. I'm wearing a goddamn sweatshirt.
I know.
I was out.
The only reason I didn't wear a sweatshirt is because I wanted to at one point show off my tattoo. Otherwise, I would have a sweatshirt on.
Yeah, Tara got her first adult tattoo at the prime age of 37.
No, I got it at 38.
Oh, you're 38 now. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking you hadn't had your birthday yet. I had no idea what day. I have no idea what day it is anymore.
You set the date. You literally set the date.
Yeah, but I don't.
When we
it doesn't register in my brain. You still have to have a birthday. Let's see it.
Nope,
show it to the listeners because it's probably going to be a clip. So I don't know who you're showing it to. She doesn't even know how to get it on the screen. Boom. There it is. For who? Who's it for? Who are you showing it to? Me? I've already seen it.
I'm just showing it to you.
The listeners aren't going to aren't going to see it.
It's not going to be a clip because that was 0% exciting.
Yeah, that's not a clip. So I guess that's my point. Is what were you? You could have worn a sweatshirt.
I should have worn a sweatshirt.
Like, what are you doing?
Should have.
You should have just worn. No one's going to see that tattoo. No one. Yeah, especially since you can't get like a good shot of it. Like
that's because it's at a weird angle.
Yeah. It looks very cool.
It is cool.
I might actually snip that and make that our new symbol. Boom.
It's so bright. It's right now though. It's super like flaky and gross. So.
Yeah. How often do you think you're gonna have to get that? Those are some pretty bright colors on there. How often do you think you'll have to get that bad boy touched up? I just don't think. How long are you gonna stay that bright for that long?
I don't know anything about tattoos, so I don't know. But I already got ideas for some other ones.
Oh, the tattoos are going to start flowing now. You're going to be
well, I've decided I'm going to be a forearm half sleeve girl.
Oh, you're going to get both forearms sleeved.
No, just my forearm.
Yeah, both forearms sleeved. Just one forearm?
Not this forearm, just this one.
Oh, one forearm. I thought you meant both forearms.
Yeah, just this one. And not all the way up. But it's gonna have. I was thinking about
getting a dick sleeve. So one visit will be good. We'll be sleeved up.
A dick sleeve.
Dick sleeve.
What of just a wiener?
No, my sleeve. Tattoos on my penis.
A sleeve on your dick? Oh,
penis sleeve.
Do people get their dongs like tattooed?
Pretty sure. Sounds awful, but pretty sure.
When they do it, do they have to have a boner the entire time?
Great question, Tara. A question I don't have an answer to. Should I Google it? I'm going to Google it.
Vamp while I Google it. Tattoo artist.
Vamp while I Google it. Yeah, ask your buddy. Ask him. Let me
Because
Google it.
I'm going to, and I feel like he'll have an answer for me because he is a cool guy like that.
The guy that talks about boners with his lady clients? Cool dude.
No, he'd want to inform me. He's very informative. He went to art school, so I think he takes it very serious and it's an art form to him. So he would want me to know the best way to get a donger tattoo.
Here we go. Should you have an erection when getting a dick tattoo? I just feel like this would be the best way to properly have the tattoo. That's what the person says.
That's what I would feel too.
Then I'm on Reddit and it says, the first response is, don't tattoo your dick.
Yeah.
Dad is a tattoo artist. He gave this exact answer.
I love it.
If you can get an erection while someone else is punching a needle into your penis over and over, you're a superhuman. Most people can't hold an erection during the process, so they have to stretch it out for the artist. Oh, it's a stretch out.
Oh.
It's a stretch out.
So you do like, what if someone was like,
what if I get a boner while I get my butthole tattooed? What was that?
Okay, you know how some people do like wiener tricks and like one of them is to like make it a wristwatch.
Mm-hmm.
What if somebody wanted it to be a wristwatch?
I like
So
that.
they like just held it like that.
And it looks like they're wearing a watch. Like, do you know
Yeah.
what time it is?
Yeah.
I like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
And it's always like,
But it would.
it's always
but it would
like
have to
60.
be.
It's always like 6:09.
Mm-hmm.
Get it? This is episode 80,
Do.
Tara.
We missed 75. What did we do?
What do you mean we missed
Did-
75? We didn't
weren't
miss
we,
it.
like-
No, 77.
But weren't we like? Oh, well, 77 we missed.
I mentioned
then.
it. It was vampire. We didn't do any vampire related shit, but now we should. It's October.
October.
October. What is October? What's Spanish for
October.
October?
I think it's October.
I know it's Noviembre. October,
It's-
Spanish.
Enero,
October.
febrero.
Spanish. I learned absolutely nothing. Octubre.
Abril.
Octubre.
Octubre.
Love it.
How the hell is it Octubre?
How the hell is it Octubre
I don't know.
Nueve? I believe, actually, it would be Nueve Octubre.
How is
I
it
believe
that?
they do the month, the day, and then the month. They do the opposite of us. Or the year. Maybe, I don't know. Something like that.
Well, all I know is it's insane.
Yeah. So,
I don't know how it happens.
real quick football stuff. Back to football. We went on a real tangent there. Football, your big takes from yesterday, other than us being other than us. Well, maybe we'll do one underdog. Maybe let's agree on one underdog pick of the week from the both of us.
Okay. We'll see if we can get
Just
it
see if we can
moving
get
again.
it moving and grooving again.
Okay. Because my first take was we suck at sports betting.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was so much
need
better
to-
last year. I was so good last year. And you had a winning record last year. This year we are dog shit.
I could have sworn the Bengals were bungles, and I don't know what happened. Like, all of a sudden, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow started, like, having their mojo back. So they got their mojo back. I lost my mojo, and I just don't know who's good or bad. I know who's good, the 49ers. I know who's bad,
The Dallas
the
Cowboys.
Patriots. The Cowboys.
And the Patriots, yeah. The Patriots might be
Patriots
the
are
worst
so
team. They
bad.
might be worse than the Broncos.
Or the Panthers. They're bad.
The Patriots can't score a fucking point.
No.
They're fucking
they're just
brutal.
And Mac Jones is, like, not handling it well, and they're bad.
Here's the thing, Tara. Parsons'
It's
MVP
not gonna-
candidacy has
not
taken a major hit.
Yeah.
Let's
And it
stick
should.
to it, though.
We can
Stick to it. But your original, or the other one, there was also mentioned that Christian McCaffrey. I think he's very much in the running. He makes that team go.
He does.
He's so good.
That team's fucking good,
He
though.
he didn't do shit yesterday, and it still seemed like he changed the game.
Yeah.
He only had like 50 yards and like 50 and 30 yards and a touchdown, which for him is like an off day.
Want to hear a good stat?
Stat away.
I'm 5 for 5 of weeks falling asleep during one of the football games.
Terry, you're really
5
good
for 5.
at falling asleep during football games. Which one did you fall asleep
5
during
for
this
5.
time?
The Cowboys, 49ers.
So you just fall asleep during Cowboys games? Because I think it's been
No.
during the Cowboys game every time.
No.
I can't believe you fall asleep during red zone. That's wild to me.
I get sleepy.
It's like so much happening that there's no way.
I know, but sometimes Scott Hansen's voice is just like this lullaby, and I'm just like, sing me to sleep, Scotty. And
Do you
he
think
does.
Scotty Hansen's voice ever... Do you think there's any women that while they're watching, they get liquidy? You think there's got to be
No.
women that are like Scott Hansen, liquid?
I don't know.
There's got to be.
I mean, there
gotta be.
probably are.
He's not an ugly
I'm
dude.
sure there's.
He's got a good voice. Is his
I'm
voice
sure there's
too?
some.
He's a little too corny.
It's maybe
You
too
know what?
announcery. Yeah,
Too
it's
corny.
too announcery.
It's not that he's too announcery. He's too corny.
Yeah, corny
He's
announcer.
like the fact
not
that even
like,
like he had to do it. He brought up Taylor Swift at one point. I'm like, why?
he couldn't.
We were all
he
enjoying
couldn't
ourselves, not hearing about it. Everyone was
Yeah,
so
he
happy
needed
not to hear about it.
They're like, yay.
It was like, this is great. And then like, oh, we're check. Then he's like, it's official. She's not at the stadium. I'm like, don't tell us this. You
We
sound like
already knew.
you sound dumb. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't care if she's there. That's fine. She can be there. But to have them come and go like she's officially not there is like the lamest.
Yeah.
Like people are. That's the thing. It's it's coming off as like lame. I don't. Taylor Swift fans.
It's coming off very try-hardy for like a.
It's like simp. It's like NFL simp city.
Yes.
Try
NFL
hard.
Simp City.
Like it's the lame. Like it's fine for. I don't have a problem with Swift fans being like, oh look, it's Taylor Swift. But the NFL keeps talking about it. It's like you guys are lame. You're nerds.
Yeah.
It's like look who came to my party. It'd be like if I had threw a party. Like look who came. Look who's here.
Came to my party.
It's like any fucking comedy from the early 2000s where it's like the one guy has like the cool guy shows up at the party and they like, oh look who's like, oh you came. It's like, oh my god.
It's like, gosh, act like you've been here, NFL.
Yeah, act like you've had fans for fucking 100 years, you dumb fuckers. What about you idiots?
It's like Eminem was just at the Detroit game and nobody lost their minds. There wasn't a big crazy thing going on, and he's pretty awesome.
He's everything to that city.
Yeah.
They love him. Tim Robinson.
I mean, I was more excited about that shit. Kiss. I was like, holy hell.
Tim Robinson, Eminem, and Kiss.
And Sam Richardson.
Yeah. Those two. That's it. Like a booger issue going on again. God damn. I
really hope that...
Go ahead.
Any other sports?
What were you going to say? No, I was going to say any more NFL stuff.
I really hope that since people like kind of fell in love with, I think you should leave, that Detroiters will get another season.
Wouldn't that be fun if they brought back Detroiters for just a season even?
Yeah, for just a season, just to close it up.
Why not? Those two could probably get it made.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did get it made.
I would love it.
Booger City.
Boogers. Okay, I forgot quite a few quick little football
NFL
thoughts.
Things? Yeah, let's hear them.
The London game. How unfair is it that Jacksonville was over there
for a week,
for a full week? Because I don't know if you know, but I'm sure you do. Jet lag is real deal, and I've never even been that far, and I still get jet lag. I get jet lag when I go to like the West Coast. I'm like, holy shit, I don't know how to handle this. Well, they were 6-7 hours in the other direction.
I think it was like terrible. 5 for Buffalo.
No, it's 6.
Not for Buffalo.
Oh yeah, I think it's 5. But still, that's a lot of hours, and that messes with you. And apparently,
they did it a really stupid way. They they flew out on Friday and like overnighted it, and then weren't allowed to sleep on Saturday.
Yeah,
just stay up till night time. They're like, what?
Yeah,
go a week early and start getting it normal,
right?
You dumb fuckers.
Literally after your game on Sunday,
or just Monday,
whatever. Sunday, Monday, happy days, and freaking get it figured out.
It's almost like
it's almost like they were like, we don't injuries.
Huh? I know. It's almost like they said
really.
It's a badly coached team. It's almost like they're like, oh, we don't need to win this game.
Yeah,
and that's the way they went into it, and instead it probably fucked up their season a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Win every game. Try to win every game.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
And people are acting like Jacksonville's good all of a sudden.
They're not.
Like, no, they're not.
They got to play in London twice. That's cheating.
Yes.
That's cheating.
And
can I tell you something?
They didn't look
Jacksonville
good.
Ain't good.
No.
They just ain't good. I didn't watch any of this one, but they ain't good.
And then it sucks that they had such bad injuries. 2 defensive guys are out.
Mm-hmm.
I said Houston let me down, and they should have won that.
They are scrappy, though. They looked better than Atlanta. I watched that game.
I know. It pissed me off.
They drove down.
Like, how the hell?
They drove down and scored that TD, and it was awesome. Stroud got him down there, and then the defense fucked up.
They couldn't do it.
How do you let them get that touchdown? Like, what are you doing?
And then Atlanta's kicker's good, so of course he's going to make that.
That's right. They got a kick and not a touchdown. Ritter sucks still. He was
He
acting like
does.
he
People
did
are acting
something.
like he
He acted
isn't
like he
good.
did something. He didn't do
Yeah.
shit.
No.
I'm gonna say with quarterbacks that didn't do shit. I'm at an all time high right now with this Tara. That Dak Prescott is fucking the worst.
Not
And
good.
if anyone says he's
He's
good,
so bad.
he does nothing. I watch every game. Yeah, he's won some games and put up
You're a
numbers in games,
Cowboys
but it's
fan.
never been in a big game. Never fucking once has he done anything in a big game. He if he has a lead, he's fine, and they can run the ball a little bit. That's also the other thing. Start running the fucking ball, you idiots. The only time if they ran the ball, run the ball. Guess what? Why San Francisco is good, and guess why Purdy feels good? It's because they run the ball all the time. They have a run game that works. Get the ball. They have so many weapons in the run game that the Cowboys run the ball. They should have kept Zeke. I'm telling you that right now.
They should have kept Zeke.
Dak Prescott
need a
is
two-headed
diarrhea.
monster.
Coach McCarthy is diarrhea. I don't like this team.
I don't either. That's why I feel like I barely feel an allegiance to them.
No, I agree. I don't like the offense at all. Like Zeke's gone.
Yeah.
Never liked Dak. I mean, I like Tony Pollard, but he just is not. He's kind of like boring.
Yes, he's boring.
And they don't get him involved. He never has. Zeke took over games where it's like, oh, they're winning this game because he is running people over. He doesn't have that ability just to be handing the ball over and over again. That is not who he is. He is not McCaffrey. No. He's not Zeke. He is not even he's not a.
And he's coming back from a recent injury too, so he's kind of a little.
He looks fine out there. He looks healthy. He looks healthy. I just think that they're not using him properly. That's my big takeaway. The Cowboys are dog shit. The defense is not as good as we thought it was. Listen, they did lose a couple guys. Losing.
It shows that Diggs was
Diggs was such
loss.
A big part of it.
Big loss.
Huge loss. Everyone acted like because he would get burned every once in a while, but his aggressive play is what made turnovers and kept the other guys. They were worried about him. Kept the other guys. The other guys were like, "Hey, we can get beat. He's there. Like that can make a sick play." He was so good for the team.
Yes.
What are your other fucking NFL takes?
Indy's like a really frisky team, but their quarterback they can't stay on the field at all. But I will say Gardner Minshew, it just comes out and it's kind of a little nut, and he's kind of fun. And they're a weird team that I kind of like. Jonathan Taylor signed a deal, so he'll be playing again.
Yeah, and then Zach Moss
that'll be fun. Yeah.
Who's so weird.
Which they need to have. I mean, that's the thing. It's good to have two running backs that can do stuff. And I feel like Jonathan Taylor, they started using kind of as like a more of a Christian McCaffrey, Debo role where he was catching it. So I think that they can use both of them. Yeah.
Richardson could be good, but the problem is the way he runs is bad. He gets hit really hard every time.
Yeah,
because he lowers his shoulder. He doesn't avoid contact at all. It's not the same as like these other running guys. He just lowers his head. It's a mistake. He's going to be out of the league in 2 seconds. Even though I think he's good.
Yeah,
I think he's just going to be out of the league. It's not like Lamar or even Fields. Like he's not elusive. He like runs into people.
Right, like that's what he does.
Dude,
it's like
quit it.
It's more like Josh Allen-y type stuff where he wants to get contact.
Right. And Josh Allen's like, I don't know.
The Ravens, they couldn't catch a ball.
No,
Lamar made some bad mistakes in the end.
He did, but he's been dealing with that his whole career.
8. They had 8.
He's been dealing with that his whole career. Is drop passes. He just balls it and hitting people in the
end zone. Well, then I was watching Get Up this morning, and Rex Ryan was going off because during like the pregame, Sal Pal was talking about how the wide receiver coach has them practicing with a rugby ball, and Rex is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like, because they're bigger and wider, and it was like showing them missing it and having their hands wider and stuff like that. And he's like, this is ridiculous. Like, if that's your thing and like they can't catch a damn football because they're trying to catch a rugby ball, like you're over cuting yourself. I'm like, who in the frick? What coach said, yeah, you can do that. That's a good plan.
What's the fucking point?
Right?
What was his?
It's like a bigger
Hey,
ball.
catch
like,
this thing that is
okay.
nothing like what we throw. It's not made out of the same
Yeah.
thing. It doesn't come at the same velocity. It's not the
No.
same size. It's not. It's like, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
Your gloves are meant to catch that ball.
And Rex was like losing his mind. He's like, that person should be fired. Like, did you? And especially since they were talking about it prior to the game and then had 8 drop passes. Like, they're like, what the fuck?
Where did this idiot come up with this?
No kidding.
What a moron. Is he thinking it's like when you do something heavier and then it's light and then it's lighter? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It's a football.
No.
Fucking dumbass.
I said that Kansas isn't looking that impressive. The Chiefs aren't looking that impressive to me.
They're fine, though. Let's be honest. They're fine.
They're fine, but they need to pump up the jam a little bit.
They're fine. They have 1 loss.
Well, you know who they're not going to be? The 49ers.
2 losses? They have 1 loss or 2 losses? 1 loss.
1 loss.
Tara, they're fine. I have no worries.
I was glad to see the Jets win just
Take back
because
that
it was
comment.
funny.
It's not even worth it. To say anything about Kansas looking like anything. Because people try to that bullshit. They're fine. They're going to be in an AFC Championship game, and they're probably going to be in the Super Bowl. I
just said they're not. They are going to be in the Super Bowl.
They're fine. They're absolutely fine. I said
they're going to be in the Super Bowl, but they're not going to beat the 49ers.
Okay.
Okay, fair. I'm taking it back, though. There's
no reason to say it. It's not correct. They aren't playing the best they've ever played, but they're also fine.
I took it back. I already said the Patriots were horrible. I was glad the Jets won because I just don't like Sean Payton, and it's really funny that he lost to... He sucks at coaching football. And he rode on Drew Brees' coattails.
I forgot to say something. We were talking about fucking shitty-ass Dak. After that first pick, after that long pick last night, they replayed it, and then they showed him come off the field, and he had this like smile on his face, like he was laughing about it. It was like, excuse me.
I just coughed. I'm sorry. I tried to pull away from my mic.
Now may take a shot. Take a shot. You ruined the take. Takeless. Dak's a piece of... Dak smiled and laughed, and he should be fucking ashamed of himself. It was stupid.
Well, maybe it was just like, I can't believe I did that. I suck so
hard.
Yeah,
it was a smiley... That's not the move. That's not the move. It looked Tara, I saw it. And then I rewound it and showed Miranda. She's like, that looks really stupid. That looks really dumb.
Maybe he's embarrassed.
Don't care. He should be. He should be super embarrassed. And then there's just no emotion. There's no emotion from fucking McCarthy on the sideline when that happened. It's just like he kind of talked to him like, you guys suck. You're winning nothing. They're terrible, Tara.
I know. Like I said, I just don't even care about them.
Good.
There's no star power on that team either. Like there's no, like, Dallas normally has like someone who's
Dak ain't a star. Dak's the most boring player in the league.
Dak's not a star. None of their receivers are stars.
I said if the Bears offered to trade for Fields straight up tomorrow, I'd take it. I'd take it. I'd absolutely take it. I think it'd be a better team. I think it'd be a better... With that offensive line, Dak has time. With that offensive line, Fields would be awesome. And then he'd run for a ton of yards too. I'd take Fields tomorrow in a second. They should think about putting Lance in. I've hated Dak from day one, and I'll continue
That's what I was telling someone about that. I don't remember who, but I'm like, oh yeah, my brother hated Dak from the jump. Like when Tony got injured and then he could have come back for the playoffs, yet they went with Dak. Drew was losing his mind. He thinks they would have like won and gone further. And
it wasn't like hindsight. It was foresight. This has all been foresight, during sight, and it will also be hindsight when it's behind me. And I go, remember when I knew everything? Yeah. Hindsight's always 50-50 unless it's 100% correct. From jump. Any more NFL gear?
The Giants. Why did they pay Daniel Jones? They suck.
Who cares? Not even interesting me at all. Who cares? What a dummy. The Giants are just dumb.
The Dolphins are pretty good.
Yeah, they're fine.
And then my only other football is a college football take, and it's actually one of my grievances for the week. And I think it is so dumb that the football game was on Peacock and I couldn't watch it.
Why didn't you just watch Peacock?
I don't have Peacock.
Download Peacock. We get Peacock. We have Peacock.
What? On what?
Peacock.
Don't you have to pay? You have to pay for it.
No, you don't. It's free. You have to pay for some stuff, but you would have been able to watch. I watched it on Peacock. It was great.
Oh.
I watched it on Peacock.
My grievance is myself for being an idiot.
I've had Peacock. We've always had Peacock.
Mm-mm.
Yes, we have Peacock. We used to have Peacock. It's under my name.
Will you pay for it?
No. Very few things you have to pay for. Like if you want to watch full shows. Like.
Oh.
Yeah, Peacock also has a free stuff. But if you want to watch all of The Office without commercials. If you don't want commercials, you pay.
Okay.
But you can watch shit on it.
All right.
It's free.
Well, I take it back.
I agree with the grievance. I agree with the grievance.
Yeah.
Stop putting things everywhere. What are we doing? I went to watch them where the fuck is it? And I was had to Google it and go Peacock? What the fuck? So I put it on Peacock and it's just why isn't this just on TV? Why? They're fucking everything up.
It's so stupid.
They're making everything so hard to watch.
Well, and the thing is, because it's streaming and not all bars have streaming
apps
abilities and capabilities. I mean, I remember last year Trav and I wanted to watch the Cowboys I think it was the Cowboys Eagles game. It was on a Thursday. It was some Thursday night game. And we went to a bar and they're like, "No, you don't have Prime." And I'm like, "What?"
I think we all just need to stop having stuff. Yeah. And then we'll show them they're idiots. I should just be able to buy. I can watch all NFL games if I buy a package, and I don't have to have a provider for that. I should be able to go to NFL and just have it. But I don't want to. Like you said, I don't want to have to stream everything. Having to stream everything sucks. The new generation is so wrong. Streaming things sucks. Mm-hmm. Having to go to a different app and find it when everything's just on one thing and just change the channel. Or at least make the streaming easier just to flip from one to one. It's so hard. Yeah. They have to load up. It fucking sucks.
And then sometimes you have to re-sign in and you're like, shit, I don't know my sign-in credentials.
It's so fucking stupid.
I'm over it.
Oh, here's another thing. I don't want your app. I don't want your fucking streaming site. I don't want a fucking app to get a fucking McChicken, you dumb fucker.
Right.
I want a McChicken because it's bad for me. I don't want any proof that I love McDonald's with an app on my phone. What are we talking about? Get the fuck out of here. Oh my gosh. You want an app to prove that you eat McDonald's, you little fat boy? No, I don't. I'd like to pay for this with buttons. And so nobody knows I spent no receipt. Do not print a receipt out for me. I don't need anyone. I don't need anyone knowing a goddamn Big Mac.
I don't need someone to get into my car and have the receipt sitting there and then being like, "Oh, you went to McDonald's." I remember to throw the
bag away, but I forgot to throw a goddamn receipt away. It says I was order 982 or some shit like that. Where are these also arbitrary order numbers? Jesus. So yeah, stop trying to make me have an app and stop trying to make me have a fucking stream. No, not everyone needs a streaming site.
And it's interesting. Also, don't tell me how many calories are in my Blizzards.
No, you need to know how fucking chubby you are. Carrie, you need to know how goddamn chubby you are.
I don't need to know.
We all need to know what little... I like when I order that McChicken that says, it's a lot of calories, big boy. So I know exactly how much I should eat later. And then when I eat more than that allotment, I did a bad thing today. And I'm going to do it again tomorrow.
When it comes to my Blizz, I'm like, I don't want to know. Because sometimes I don't want the mini. Sometimes I want the small. And that's like a lot of freaking calories. It's
the small
800, 900.
The smalls are not small.
No.
When they brought the mini around, this is a good size. This size is good.
But sometimes you want a small. And then it's like, here's your day's worth of calories.
I can't believe I used to get. I've had a lot. Used to get larges in my day. Think about how big that must have been.
Huge.
When we were youngins, no doubt, at least a medium.
I think I would always get smalls. I think one time I got a medium and was like, this is just too much.
This is a hog of a blizzard.
This is the Blizzy Glizzy.
The Blizzy Glizzy.
Mm-hmm.
My other college football take is Colorado almost lost again. I was kind of excited to see them lose to another like mediocre team like Arizona State. I was like,
gosh.
I thought it'd been so funny, and they ended up sneaking a win at the end.
Did
They're
they
not
rush
very
the
good.
field?
They're not very good. Did they rush the field?
Did they
No,
rush
it
the
was not
field?
at home. It was not at home.
No.
I was trying to see if I thought Texas might rush the field and they would lose in that game. Did you see that? I was watching that. It was fun. I was watching it on the. You know they have all extra. You know how they'll have like simulcast. It was what's his name? Radio guy that has gotten really big over the last couple of years, and now he's on ESPN.
Pat McAfee?
Yeah, the Pat McAfee cast. Him and all his buddies were on the sideline. They were dressed, and then in the fourth quarter, they were dressed as Top Gun, and the guy from Top Gun was there talking to him because he's a Texas guy. Like the younger guy.
Tom Cruise?
No, the blonde guy. Good-looking dude. I can't think of his name.
From Maverick?
Yeah, the blonde guy. Good-looking guy. Anyway, his name's like...
Miles Teller?
No, come on, Tara.
Who's the blind
The good-looking guy. Who's the good-looking guy from Maverick? Jesus Christ. Glenn Powell. So Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell's sitting there talking. What'd you say?
Yes, he is good looking.
I know he is. I'm not disagreeing. He's like a good-looking Matthew McConaughey. Like, he kind of sounds like McConaughey, but he looks better. But anyway, he's on the sideline with him as a Texas fan, and he was kind of fucking with him and taunting them as they were losing. It was like pretty funny. I was really enjoying it. He was a good sport about it. I enjoyed it. But that was a good game. Oklahoma won late, and then Texas had a chance, and then they didn't win it, but it was fun. I didn't mind that game. So, Tara, really quick, we do got to do an underdog. Are you done with any other sports? Any other big sports stuff for the week? Not that we have a bunch of other stuff coming, but
no.
All right, let's go to DraftKings. I'm not going to get all up. It's time. It's time, Tara, for the. And now it's time for God, I need to get a goddamn new mic. It's time for the underdog pick of the week. We are doing terribly. We both were 0-2 last week. I am now 3-4 on the season. Tara's now 2-4 on the season. It is not going well 5 weeks
I'm terrible.
to the season as a collective.
I'm not a gambler.
5-8. Tara, we're 5-8. That's bad. But
that's
so we decided this week we're going to try to do an underdog in combo up on it. Just try to get one right as a team, Tara, as a duo. Can we agree upon it? Week number 6, Monday Night Football still to go. Week number 6, Tara. Is there anything here on week 6 that's calling out to you? Let's both try to find one and see if we pick the same one. We're going with it.
Okay.
And if we don't, we'll figure it out. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to keep talking because otherwise it's real boring right now.
Yeah. I can't talk and read at the same time.
Yeah, but I'm talking. Don't worry about it. I have the skill set.
Okay.
So it's going to be underdog pick of the week, the combo of the two of us. We've got to turn it around because right now we're losing the bank for most families out there. People aren't going to be going on their vacations this year. They're not going to be paying their mortgages this year. They're betting along with MELLONfights. Man, a couple teams I like are playing each other, which is making it hard. Man. I think I have it, Tara. I think it's a smart move. Who do you got? You know, got anyone here? I thought you said okay.
I've got 2 that I'm kind of looking at.
What's the one?
One of them is the Indiana Colts +4 against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
There's only one way to turn this podcast around, and that's to go against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Exactly, Tara. We're on a cold streak. The only way to turn it around is to jump on it, and go against the team that we have been the most successful with. Not so much so far this year, but Jacksonville's coming back 2 games of 2 weeks
2 weeks.
in London. That does a lot. And you got to come back all the
Then
way
you
to
gotta come
Florida.
back.
Indianapolis Colts have got Jonathan Tate back.
Yeah.
And it's and they play in pretty rough. They're a tough team. They play hard, and they're in division. I, Tara, believe that the Indianapolis Colts +4 at the Jacksonville Jaguars is a lock. What do you think?
I do too. I think it's a lock. I know their quarterback might be out. His shoulder got injured, but that I don't think matters because
Minshew effect.
Gardner Minshew, the Minshew effect. That's what he's ready. Have
Yeah.
you seen that guy? He freaking took a hammer to his hand. He loves football, and he's going to want to win this game.
Yeah. That's all you got for me? Give me more. Give me more than that. Sell me on it.
More.
Sell me on that game.
Okay.
You
Well,
can say some of the stuff I said. That's fine.
everyone's acting like the Jacksonville Jaguars looked good because they beat the Bills. Well, we all know the only reason they won is because they were in London for a whole 2 weeks. So they were acclimated. They were eating their crumpets and drinking their tea.
Had
and
that
just,
motherfucking beans and toast for breakfast.
had their beans and toast, exactly. And they were just living the good life out there. And then the Bills came out, sleepy Joe Meepy. They were tired as hell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And guess what happened? They looked sleepy. That first quarter, that second quarter, they were sawing logs out there, getting injured on that turf.
Yep. And they're going to come back now. They're going to come back from London, play a noon game this Sunday. Noon here is like, that's crazy. They're going to be like, it's going to be like, I don't know, 6 o'clock there. They're not going to be mentally prepared. They're going to be so confused. And the Colts are coming in hard, coming in hot. They're going to run the ball down their throat.
Yep.
Jonathan Taylor, 2 touchdown minimum.
Oh, yeah. He's going to show why he just got a payday. Like,
46
believe me,
mil? I think it's 46 mil.
He's ready. They're going to be awesome. They have a 2-headed monster, it seems, at that running back position.
Locked in. Locked. Koosh. Gosh. Koosh. Gosh. Locked. Koosh. Gosh. Locked up. Colts +4. Suck a
Locked
fat
up.
one.
Let me out.
All right. That was, I can't. That's not fun.
I'm locked up.
Embarrassing.
Oh.
Embarrassing.
Well, that's what I felt.
You think with a tattoo you'd be a little cooler, a little more hip?
I'm not.
That's some nerdy shit. All right. Moving on. No more sport. Terry, you got any questions for me? I got to tell you something. I did not do our assignment this week.
True.
I couldn't come up with a fucking thing. Couldn't come up with anything. I was like, this is a mistake. I have no ideas. I realized.
I came up with some ideas. Do you want me to talk through mine?
Maybe. And then maybe it'll inspire me.
Because, like, I will say this. I feel like mine were more of, like, concepts.
I will say, one that I think everyone should do every year as a couple, especially if you have a taller guy and a shorter gal, always be Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger from Twins. That's a funny bit to dress as twins and you're Arnold and DeVito. It's a funny ass bit. I don't know why we never did it. It would have been hilarious.
That was on my list.
That's on your list.
Drew and Tara as twins, or any friends or couples that one's tall and one's small.
Yeah, but couples is better. If it's just friends, whatever. Unless you're like, well, I think I want the guy to be tall. I want it to be opposite sex, regardless. Whether it's a tall lady and a short guy or a tall guy. Might even be funnier if it's a tall lady and a short guy, but that's a little hard because it's got to be a pretty good difference. At least a foot, I'd like to see. Because those two are like almost 2 feet apart. Because he's like 5 feet tall. I don't even know if he's 5 feet tall. Is he 5 feet tall?
I think he's 5 feet tall.
He was. I don't know that he still is. But he was like 5 feet tall, and Schwarzenegger's like 6'6". So
that was definitely one of mine.
Okay, what else you got?
I think the best overall is something that's actually scary. So like somebody who dresses up as Michael Myers and like actually has like the real mask and the suit, the like jumpsuit, and plays the character and just walks slow and doesn't talk. That's terrifying.
But
And
that's not a couple.
That's a good Halloween costume.
Oh, you were supposed to come up. We were supposed to come up.
No, you said couple. I said couples.
Yes, but we're supposed to come up with new,
solo.
not like something that is a thing. You're supposed to come up with something. This wasn't like your best costumes out there that you like. It was supposed. You didn't get. That was why I said I can't come up with 5 creative ideas.
Okay, well,
these were supposed to be all new, Tara.
Oh, I missed the mark. I definitely
supposed to you can't do Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift because that's boring. But what is another good thing you could do this year that's like topical or fun or a good idea or something, or not even topical?
We did not talk about that. That's not what we said.
I did. I didn't say pick your favorite all times. Favorite all times is fun. We did that already last week. We just did like 3 quick ones. We did it.
I literally wrote down.
Tara, we did it last week. I said witches. I said something. I said 3 things.
You said it was just top 3 plus couple costumes or solo.
That's not what I said, though. It was supposed to be like come up with our own. Because last week, Tara, we did our top 3. We did 3.
I think it'd be fun if someone dressed up as like a sprinkler, but had like beer and like or a hose, like a fireman, and then have beer hose. No, I'm not doing good.
Don't worry, I didn't even do it.
I totally did not do it right.
What are you?
I said another good costume is like when someone kind of.
At least.
I'm going to
fast.
Costumes that look like you're holding your head. Those are always cool.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
When like people dress their babies up as like Chucky and they look really scary, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you hate me?
I'm just listening to your things that you like.
Yeah, but you're not enjoying them.
It's just funny that this is not what we talked about.
So I said like when someone becomes like their costume and they do like every year and it's just like you can't wait to see them in their costume again. My example would be Miss Vaughn dressing up as grapes.
I don't remember that.
What? Every year she dressed up as grapes.
I don't remember that.
Was her favorite color.
I believe you. I just don't remember it.
I had purple like people coming up with their own like superheroes, like you and Cuda doing Poop Man and Toilet Paper Boy. That was awesome.
It was awesome. Anything where someone just like fully commits to it, a character, and doesn't break character. Jay Wade was the king of that move. Yeah. He would do that and just never break character.
He was the old lady
for the entire evening and didn't.
And he looked like grandma.
Yeah, he did look like our grandma. It was weird. It was wild.
Mm-hmm.
Any more you got there?
I said it would be fun if someone was like a piñata or a pregnant person, and like throughout the night, like the pregnant person's water would break, but it like something fun would come out of their little dress, or a piñata would break and like some candy would come out.
But they're pregnant for real?
No.
Or they're pretend pregnant. Oh, they dress like they're
pregnant. They're pretending to be pregnant, and then like they're like, oh, my water's breaking, and then all of a sudden like maybe stuff comes out.
Now that could be fun if that's, and then it's like they have a bottle set up like a little squirt hand thing in their hand, and someone lays down there and they squirt like a shot into their mouth. That's fun. So you dress as a pregnant lady and you have like a backpack, like a what are they called? Camelback, and you got a little squeeze thing, and then when people lay under you and you go, my water, and they lay under, then you get a little shot of tequila.
Yeah.
Whoo! Yeah. That is good, Tara. See, it just takes a little team effort. Effort to make these little team
really pop
effort. And then they're the boy husband, if it is a couple, you can have it, and they just get really worried about it, like they just panic.
Yeah.
And then no, they're also holding it. They're holding like they got the other it's twins, and they have a little, and it's just a tequila bottle, and they pour shots for people. They just get everybody drunk. This couple, I like this couple.
Yeah.
What else you got that we can modify and upgrade?
That's all I got.
Oh, nice. So we did find one really good one there at the end.
Yeah.
That was yours, and then I figured out how to really punch it up.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like that a lot. You got anything, questions for me this week, Tara?
Let's see. I don't have that many.
That's fine. We could have a shorter episode this week because I'd like to watch a movie. I was trying to think of a Halloweenish movie. Have you ever seen the movie?
Clue, I just watched it for the first time. It was crazy.
Oh, I love Clue.
I'd never seen it.
It's a fun movie.
It gets so wacky at the end.
So I didn't know this. I don't even know if it's true, but every time I've seen it, I've seen the multiple endings, right?
Yeah.
But someone was trying to claim that it's depending on what theory when you saw a different ending. I'm like, well, that doesn't make
Really?
sense because the better ending is that it's all different endings.
Yeah.
Like that actually makes more sense than just any of those movies ending that way.
Yeah.
Because then it wouldn't have made any sense. It's like,
Mm-mm.
oh, this is boring. But the fact that it has different endings made it fun.
Yeah. And him like going through them.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't believe that different theaters had different endings.
I don't either.
Do you have do you have a question about Clue then?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I just asked if you want if you were going to see.
You just said that you wanted to watch a scary movie or like a
Have you seen
Halloween
The
movie,
Thing?
and I said I'd see The Thing.
The Thing starring Kurt Russell, and he's in like
No.
Antarctica. Well, we're gonna
Mm-mm.
Miranda and I had planned on watching it because it's the one scary movie she is gonna watch this year, and it's a pretty
Is it
cool
scary?
movie. Not really. It's like intense. I'd call it intense. It's the same
Is it
person
on
that directed.
anything?
Huh? It's on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
It's the same person that directed like Halloween.
Mm.
Why am I blanking on his name? Help me out, Tara.
I don't know.
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter.
John Carpenter. Uh-oh. John Carpenter is my favorite scary movie director. He also did Halloween. He did Escape from New York, which is cool. He did a movie just called Vampires. I've never seen that. I kind of want to watch now because I like vampire movies.
Mm-hmm.
So The Thing, Tara, is what I would like you to watch.
Okay.
Doug, our cousin Doug, loves The Thing. So you're gonna watch The Thing. It's not super long. If I'm not mistaken. I think it's only like, how long is The Thing? It is. It's a little long. No, that's not the. It's. What's the length of it? Tell me the length of it. That's what she said. That was really good. I really was happy with that, Tara.
I could tell. You were feeling yourself.
I guess
Who's
it's on,
the funniest boy? I'm
sorry,
the
it's on-
funniest boy.
It looks like it might be on Peacock.
Peacock.
Just download Peacock.
Well, I'm sure it has commercials then.
No, it won't, because I think Trin pays for it. I'm pretty sure it's on Paramount Plus as well. I'm pretty sure I looked it up that it was on Paramount Plus. I can't look it up right. It's on Paramount. Pretty positive it's on Paramount Plus, Tara. Just believe me. But I can't figure out how long it is. Why isn't it just telling me the length? Like, what the fuck? An hour 49. Yeah, that's easy. That's easy.
It's easy. It's
That's
easy.
easy.
It's easy. It's
So
easy.
you're going to watch
easy.
The Thing, Tara. It's very cool. It's intense, I would say.
If it's nice out, I'll watch it out on my little balcony with my
it's a
little
little
anti-gravity chair. It's been so cold. But
Did
if
you know I
get all
slept on the roof?
cozy, no,
Did I tell you I slept on the roof
no.
last week?
When? On accident or on purpose?
No, on purpose.
On purpose?
I want to
What'd
say
you
it was
sleep on?
last. Huh?
What'd you sleep on?
I want to say it was last Saturday or Friday. Not the one we just had, the one before. I slept in the chair, the anti-gravity chair, the pad down. I slept great. It was perfect evening. The weather was like 72 and like no breeze. I just was like, it was like I was in, and I had the TV up there because we had been watching stuff up there, movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm just going to sleep up here tonight. And I did. And it was like very comfortable and very sexy. It was like I was outside or inside. I woke up a couple times like, it was like, ooh, the moon was out. The moon was bright. I liked it.
Oh, I like it. Now you just need to get like a little bug thing to put over yourself and do it.
Well,
more
I was
often.
wearing, the thing was I was wearing sweatpants and a sweatshirt and I had a blanket and sweat. And
Did you have a pillow?
I had, no, just the pad. And I had the pad that came with, like a little pad that came with it, that little pillow that comes with the chair. It was perfect. and I slept like a little angel and had a blanket and I had slippers on and I got a little bit of mosquito bites on my ankles and that was it.
I got little skier beaters.
So, what are your questions for me?
So today is Curious Events Day, and what that is, it's the day to wonder about everything we've ever wondered about.
What?
That's what it is.
What does that
It's
mean?
the day to wonder about everything we've ever wondered about. So I wanted to know, is there anything you put a lot of energy into thinking about?
What was that? A lot of what?
Energy into thinking about? You just like,
In what
I
way?
think about this maybe way too much, like where you just ponder it. Like, I don't know. People have been talking about how guys talk about, like, think about the Roman Empire all
Nobody's
the time,
ever
like,
wondered about
daily.
that in their entire lives.
I know. Why are they all lying?
I don't know. It's stupid. It's you know
Like,
how it is. We're not talking about that bullshit. You know
I
how that
know,
goes.
but I just want to know, is there something that you, like, kind of, I'm like, huh? Or, like, maybe there's aliens among us. Or,
I mean, I think about all of the things, but I don't know if there's anything I specifically think about a lot. To be fully honest, I think about like sports popping in my brain a decent amount, but then like a lot of my stuff I'll think about, pops in my brain a lot because there's this is like creative ideas I have, and I'll like, but I'm too stupid to sit down and write it down. But I'll sit and talk, like think about, oh, I'd like to do this and make this, and then I'll think about like scenes throughout like a movie or a show.
I wish I did that. I don't have, I feel like my brain's a gaping hole of, like, nothing.
A gaping hole?
Of nothing.
Gaping?
Gaping.
Gaping?
Whatever. A big old hole of nothing.
You don't think about anything ever?
I feel like not that often, except, like, what am I dying of?
Oh my God, you're like the worst.
I do that a lot. Like, I got some test results and I was, like, really nervous because they said, did I tell you about this last week? I don't remember if it was on the pod or not. And I was like, I had my blood drawn, and they sent me all the information, but they didn't look at it first. They just sent it. So then I started reading it and looking at it and trying to, like, figure out what everything meant. And I concluded that I had stage 2 kidney failure and that I was dying and I wasn't going to live past like 60, if that.
That's pretty good.
And I was like freaking out, and I was like, I'm dying. And then,
I mean, you are. If you're counting dying at 60, you dying, then yes, you are dying. If that's the way you think about dying. If someone 30, I guess it's only 20. It's only 20.
That's not that many years. I know.
No, she is dying. Tara, you're dying.
When you start thinking about it, it's like, holy shit, that's not enough time. So I was like pretty upset. And then I reached out to my doctor and they didn't get back to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's because it was like getting to be after hours and they didn't want to send me a text or a follow-up email. So then I'm like, I'm dying. And then they reached back out to me the next day and they said I'm not dying. And I was like, okay. I just worried for like, and I just misread everything. Even though I Googled it and it said I was dying. So that's kind of
you're a fun hang.
I am a fun hang.
Tara used to be a really fun person. She's not. Tara thinks she's like the most easygoing person in town, but little do you know, she's not ever. All she thinks about is how she's dying. No easygoing. Well, you have no easy. Tara, you would never go with the flow.
I am go with the flow.
No.
I am, but like internally, I'm always freaking out a little.
You think that no one thinks you're going with the flow ever. No one's like, she's flowing. I've never been like, who's flowing right now? Tara.
People are always
who's out here selling progressive to everybody? Tara. You're not going with the flow.
I am.
So what I think about, like, I wonder about what it would be like. I do wonder about it. Like, I have weird things, this is an actual guy thing where like, so like when I'm on the roof working out and stuff like that, well, to keep my mind busy. So I'm not fucking thinking about working out. Like I'll think about like, oh man, what if there's like some sort of like zombie takeover or something where there's a takeover in the city. And it was a little easier before because they rebuilt some of these decks back up. But it was like, but ours, we'd go to the roof, we'd knock down all the decks, but still be able to get to the roof from ours. We could see from everywhere, and but we'd have to knock down the decks on the roof next door, and then no one would be able to get up here, but we could see all around the zombies.
Mm-hmm. I would just get eaten.
Nice. That sounds horny. That sounds horrible. I just put a little piece of brain down on my snake and then let them go to town.
Oh my god!
I don't know what that voice was. I don't know what that voice was. Any other questions? Move on.
Yeah. Today is International Beer and Pizza Day.
Love it. I have beer. I don't have pizza though.
I know. It's one of the greatest pairings to ever exist. So I wanted to ask a couple different questions. Is there what
Can you do me a favor and start giving me a heads up on what's coming up the next week so I can be prepped for it? It's too late. If I would have known it was beer and pizza day today, I'd be eating it.
And it's international, not just national. So the whole world is celebrating today. F, Marry, Kill, Tombstone, Home Run In, Orvs.
Well, nobody knows what Orvs is, Tara.
Okay, but then Roma Thin.
Well, that makes it so easy. Roma Thin.
Okay,
sucks,
then I don't know. I can't.
I'm just telling you, no one knows what Orvs is.
Jax? Do people know Jax?
Yeah, they know Jax, but they're not very good. Listen, I would if you go with the original, I would marry Orvs. I'd fuck Tombstone and I'd kill Home Run In.
I love Home Run In.
I do too, but I love Orvs.
Orvs.
I love it.
Orvs.
I love Orvs pizza.
You and Trin both have like a weird
Well, here's the thing. Orvs used to be cheap. You could get it for cheap. It ain't cheap anymore. It's gone up in price. It used to be like the thing is like, oh man, for cheap pizza, this is kind of awesome, and now it's not cheap at all. Tombstone's cheaper than it now. I like Tombstone.
Really?
I love Tombstone. I like Tombstone, and then Home Run In's really good too, but I like the other two better.
Okay. And then
I'd shit on DiGiorno. I'd shit right on a DiGiorno.
Yes, you would, and did.
That should be what it is. Marry, fuck, kill, and shit on.
And shit on.
Maybe not kill. Maybe it's shit on, and so you don't have to murder something.
Yeah.
Let's change it up. Let's change our game to marry.
Okay. Fuck.
Have sex.
Shit on.
Have intercourse with, or shit on. In a non-sexual way. Shit on in a non-sexual way.
Okay.
Okay? That's our new thing.
Okay. I'll remember that for next week and come up with a
marry,
good one.
Intercourse, or shit on in a non-sexual way.
Top 3 beers to eat with pizza.
Well, High Life. High Life. One of the top 3 beers to eat with pizza. Other than that, I really like to drink a Hopalicious when I eat pizza. Or I like to drink like a nice porter. I don't really care which one it is, just a nice porter.
Okay.
Contorted porter. Eugene Porter is a good porter. All
right.
I don't think that's exciting for most listeners, but it's my answer.
My only other... Oh, it's John Lennon's birthday today.
Oh, wow.
83.
Imagine all the people.
Top 3 songs of his. That you like.
I don't know.
Imagine there's
Put me on the spot and no one I don't know the name. Because first of all, not all Beatles songs. John Lennon songs.
I got 3 pretty easy.
Because I don't know who writes what songs on Beatles albums.
Most of mine were just his songs.
Well, that's weird because I love a lot of Beatles songs.
Well, I just picked his songs because I didn't know.
Go ahead. Give me yours.
Imagine.
Okay.
Losing You.
Yeah, Losing You's on my list, I'd say.
Merry Christmas, War is Over.
That's a good one. I'd say maybe Baby Please Don't Go. I like that one. Losing You's good.
I love that one. Probably because Trin sang it.
But it is a very cool song.
It was so awesome.
And then maybe maybe man, I'm struggling, Tara. Maybe
not
yesterday.
Imagine.
Maybe
Imagine.
Yesterday. I don't care about Imagine. I never think of Imagine ever.
Seems so. You literally sang "Imagine" all the people the second I said it was John Lennon's birthday.
Because I think of John. Imagine is the name of like. I think it's the name of the record, isn't it? I think it's just what I. Just because I know equate it with them doesn't mean I like it as good as the other ones.
Right. Those are all my questions, but I do have one other thing I'd like to talk about.
What's that?
Well, there's two things I'd like to talk about. One is there is a woman who was stopped in customs because she had giraffe poop that she brought back with her, and they had to confiscate it. Yeah, giraffe shit. And then she said the reason that she had it is because she was going to make it into a necklace like she has done previously with moose poop. And in the article, it showed a box that had like...
How big is this shit? Is that you want to tell me how big?
Well, no, it was more like pellety, like almost like big round turds. And there was like 12 pieces of poop and then a seashell.
So she can make like a hookah necklace, but like with a...
And it was like a big seashell, like kind of like a swirly seashell plus her 12 turds. And I was just like, well, she's already got it planned out. This is her necklace.
So wait, why did they stop her?
Because I don't think you can bring in giraffe poop, I guess.
Yeah, you probably can't take poop onto a plane.
Yeah.
You got to check that. Today. You probably got to check that, I would say.
Yeah.
Did she check it or not check it?
I don't know. Tara, it didn't give me too much information. It literally, that's pretty much all it gave me.
So here, so if you're going to make a necklace out of any animal's poop, what animal, top 3 animals, Tara, that you would make a poop necklace out of? Top 3 animals poop you would make a necklace out of. What do you think? If any 3? Some of them would just be too hardy. You couldn't do an elephant or like a rhinoceros.
No, that's and like because it has to be something that like poops more solid poops, not like
birds
a big
are just
old,
a little too. Birds like are just a little too. Birds are big. Cow turds are big.
Yeah,
but you don't have to necessarily. You could maybe knock it off. You don't necessarily have to do it in its natural state. You could like chop little pieces off and form them. You know what I mean? If you're gonna form it, get some gloves out. Hopefully,
I don't know how much poop can be formed.
You get it wet and it acts like a clay.
I don't know.
Yes, yeah, I think so.
No, I've never played with turds, so yeah, I don't have... You're getting right. Haven't you?
But you can see it. You know how turds... You've stepped in shit, right?
Yeah.
It mushes. It's malleable. Especially if it's wet and fresh.
Poop. I'm trying
so
to
3 animals poop necklaces you'd want. Like, oh yeah, what's that shit? What's your shit necklace? What animal's that shit from on your neck?
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think? What's the most? It'd have to be like either your favorites or like the most luxurious. Like giraffe's pretty good. That's a pretty good one.
I will say this, Drew. Like the form of it, you really could make a necklace out of it. So it looks.
I'm gonna Google animal poops.
Okay, I'll do the same.
Animal poops. Sweet. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, I got like
a good one.
What is C? C looks good. All right.
I don't know what you're looking at, so.
I know.
Oh, I see. You have one that has letters. Huh. None of them are telling me what poop is what poop.
This one's not very good.
I wouldn't do dog poop. It's too human poop like. I
No.
just feel like it's so close to human poop.
Oh, there's like porcupine poop.
What's it look like?
It kind of looks like it kind of looks like Cocoa Puffs.
So it'd be a nice little beaded necklace.
Mm-hmm.
As I'm pulling this up here, what animal? Come on, let me see this. Oh, come on. I can't. This sucks. This is hard to Google. I'm not getting good.
Oh,
good
what's that? It
pictures.
just looks like a piece of coal.
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
Who
it's like a little
poops
square one.
Yeah.
Wombat turds, Tara.
Look up
wombat.
I would want. I just
as I'm
did.
looking here, wombat poop would make a
That's
really cool
huge.
necklace.
I feel like
Huge.
it's too big for a necklace.
How big is it?
It seems big to me.
It's not even next to anything.
I know it's on top of a rock.
We're looking at something else.
I don't think I like a wombat.
It looks like little stones. No, it looks very cool. I'm going with wombat poop. This is my picks. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I picked wombat poop. I'm picking wombat poop.
I'm like not liking looking at this poop.
Stop looking.
I'm trying to pick. You asked me a question.
Well, you're not doing very good.
Shut up.
Here we go. Here's the one that looks good. So far I got wombat poop.
It's just like not telling me what it is. I think I'm going to
go deer poop. A little deer poop looks good. You know, it's like little and round. Deer poop's good. Let's go with deer poop. And then I got to do one more. I forgot this is your question and you don't have answers.
I picked one.
What?
I picked the porcupine poop.
Oh, does it look cool?
Yeah. It looks cool. It looks super cool. I'm just going to type in coolest looking poop.
I wrote animal poops look cool. Here we go.
6 animals known for having weird poop. Okay.
That's not bad.
Wombat. That's yours.
Yep. And it should be yours.
Oh my gosh. Did you know pandas poop 50 pounds per day?
That's insane.
I think you might be part panda.
I don't poop that much. Leave me alone. I'm looking at some poop here and they all look like really delicious chocolate covered peanuts.
Ew.
Some animals' poop is very funny.
Ferret fish have sand poop.
Have what poop?
Sand poop.
What's that mean?
It's they poop out sand.
How did we get to here? How did this become our pod for the week?
Wombat poop is square and used to attract a mate. I kind of like that it's squared. It's a little different, so I might say wombat too.
You gotta, Tara.
Did you know sloths put themselves at risk every time they poop?
Why is that?
It's no secret sloths are slow, so it stands to reason that their defecation process is also pretty slow. So in fact, they're said to only poop about once a week. As a result, the poop buildup in their system, they lose about 50% of their body weight every time they relieve themselves.
That's why.
Oh my gosh. They have a habit of pooping on the ground, and that's odd because it's when they're most vulnerable.
Interesting. Let's go with wombat poop, your other poop, and deer poop.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. You're done. Yeah, deer poop looks good. White-tailed deer poop. Because that'd be like the little beads. And then what was yours?
Porcupine.
Love it. Tara, I got a couple emails.
Okay, let's hear them.
I have 3 emails. Email number 1 from a fan named Miranda. Hi, Mellons. Favorite touchdown. Double verse Laporta TD on the Lions, but also fuck the Lions. She doesn't like the Lions, but it was a fun TD. And then they did the same TD on Sunday Night Football. The Niners did it to the Cowboys. Halloween costume ideas. Wear all black and stick candy and popcorn and wrappers all over you, and you'd be the floor of a movie theater. Okay.
Ew, that's good.
Nerdy, but I like
It's
it.
good. Oh, beaver poop looks kind of
You
crazy.
still looking at poop? We've moved on.
It has like
Dressed
little
as the
shards
gray guy
everywhere.
from dressed as the guy from Operation with the body parts taped on you with outlines of them around each piece and have something that zaps people when they try to get the pieces or have someone else hold the zapper so it's even more of a surprise. I do like that. Like
I
someone's
do
behind them and
too.
goes zip. And then she says a stinky hairy butt.
That's funny. She knew. She got.
Oh,
You
80th
suck.
episode, 80s idea. So it is the 80th episode. Fuck.
Oh.
Let's do all 80s. We should have 80s theme for the next 10 episodes, Tara. That sounds fun, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think that The Thing is an 80s movie, so that's a good way to start it.
Mm-hmm.
The Thing was 1982, I believe. Yep.
Perfect.
80s movie, The Thing.
I love it.
Top 80s movies or top 80s songs or top things about the 80s. Let's do 80s thing next week for
Okay, I
episode
like that.
81. Maybe let's do something from 81. Top things about the 80s. Top 80s movies. We'll do our top 5 80s movies. How's that sound?
Okay, good.
All right, cool. Or our top. How about we just choose 5 things? Let's not be very specific for this. 5 things about the 80s. It can
Instead
be a movie.
of
It can be a
movies?
movie, album, thong. It can be any of them.
Thongs?
Thongs, yeah. Thong.
Wait, thongs?
It could be athletes. No, that's cool. No, that's because then we'll lose stuff for more 80s stuff.
Yeah.
Let's just do top 80s. Well, how about this? I don't know if you've seen enough 80s horror movies. I was going to say top 5 80s horror movies. I think you have, to be quite honest, but
Hmm.
we'll do 80s movies, even though it should be horror themed, but we'll do 80s movies.
Well, I
All
can
right.
try to do horror. I've
Do
seen quite a
horror
few,
or
I'm
like
sure.
intense, huh?
Okay.
Let's do top 3 then. Top 3 plus, we'll call it. I'll do top 3 plus and you do top 3. And if you can get more than 3, how about that?
Okay.
80s horror movies.
Well, I've definitely seen a lot.
Yeah, you've seen a whole bunch of Halloween movies. You've seen The Thing. You've seen like
Candyman.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Okay.
Email number 2 from first time emailer. I don't think she's emailed before, from Draven.
What?
Draven
Hey,
has
Drave.
emailed us. I think she's chimed in on an email from Trinity, but I believe this is her first email. So give her the first email. It's not the first person we don't know emailing us, so it's close. But let's give the new emailer chime. Cha chow. Give it a cha chow, Tara.
Cha chow.
Cha chow. Here's my weird crushes. They're not that weird though. My weird crushes were good, by the way. Oh, your crushes are weird. Sorry to tell you, Drave. But here we go. Larry David. Here's Larry David. Saul Goodman.
She likes old men.
Old men.
Old weirds.
Doofy old men, too.
Yeah.
But funny old men. Anakin, once he has turned bad. That's fun.
Oh.
I like that. There's a whole list here. The guy from Mayhem commercials. I get it.
I get it. He was
I
also
get it.
in
I get it. He's
Oz?
fuckable. He's fuckable. I get that. I think a lot of women, when they see Mayhem commercials, almost crash their cars.
Yeah.
Whoa. Red hair guy from... I don't think those commercials work if
Mayhem's not in it.
if he's not a babe.
Exactly.
Like, you don't buy the Mayhem if he's just a normal looking dude. The red hair guy from The Incredibles. Red hair guy from The Incredibles. Is that the bad guy
Yeah.
from The Incredibles? Has he got red hair?
I think so.
I don't. Are you looking it up?
Yeah.
Does he have red hair? I don't even know.
I think
Red hair guy from
so.
Incredible. The bad guy? What's his name?
I'm
In
looking.
that. She digs that? She mean to get red hair guy from The Incredibles?
Incredibles.
He has red hair?
Yeah. It's the
He does
bad
have red
guy. Buddy Pine.
He does have red hair. Okay.
Syndrome. All right.
Syndrome.
She's into him.
She's into Syndrome. That is a weird one. That's your weirdest one yet, I'd say.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson, still kinda. Okay. I get it. He was a
Still
sexy boy, but I don't know that kinda. I don't know about still.
No. He's like
The sheriff
man.
in Stanford Prison Experiment. The movie? Or the actual Stanford like the movie? Or from the actual Stanford Prison Experiment? That's my question. I need to know if it's from the movie or the guy
or the actual sheriff.
or the actual guy from the experiment. Let us know. The guy from the movie. So I'm looking up both to see if they look any. They might look a lot alike because they'll do that a lot. I think she's talking about the real guy. Google it. That just feels like her vibe. I'm gonna have to know which guy exactly. I don't. If it's the guy from the movie. I think it's. I need to know if it's the guy from the movie or the guy from the actual Stanford experiment.
Mm-hmm.
Either is funny. I think it's. I'm gonna guess from the actual experiment. That's the vibe I'm getting. Philip Solo. I don't know who Philip Solo is.
I don't either.
Solo.
He's a YouTuber.
Oh no. He's got like
Drave.
No, Draven.
He kind of looks like
he's got it's like if like
do you know
Jack White and Marilyn Manson and
there's one picture where he looks like Paul Rubin from Buffy.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not vibing on the way that guy looks.
No.
I don't like his look.
Hey,
you do you. You're right. That's a weird one. And then he looks like I'm surprised it hasn't come out that he's done something fucked up.
There's one where he has a foot in his mouth and it's creeping me out.
Bill Skarsgård as the clown in it. So only as the clown in it. I hate him in that. The way his mouth moves, I hated it. He drools a lot. You know, that's what it is. You like his drool and mouth. It gets you thinking things. Okay, that's weird. And the most embarrassing, Edmund from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Are we talking like OG Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, or current, like the more recent one? Good question. I'm gonna guess the most recent one.
He looks like a real nerd.
His name is
Skander
Keynes.
Keynes.
Skander Keynes. That's a name. Yeah, I don't know, man. You got some weird taste there. It's funny. I like that. That was fun. I wish more people should send in their weird crush list and just let us tear into it. Most of them I know. The ones I didn't know were even funnier than the ones I did know. Mm-hmm. I mean, Larry David's a funny fucker, but he is an old man. Old man.
Old man.
He's got a lot of Jim Mellon in him too. Mm-hmm. Saul, he's kind of an old man too at this point. Yeah. And Anakin, once he turns bad, is funny because he is a little twat. Before he turns bad, he sucks.
And then he gets edgy and hot.
Tara, is there any point when you look back and watch a Jack Nicholson movie, you're like, that's a hot dude?
No.
I know what people thought he was.
No.
Like in The Shining, was that a dude that you could
No, he was
get
scary
horny
in The
with?
Shining. I
feel like he's properly dating the proper looking lady in that movie.
Yeah.
She's a strange looking lady.
She's so strange looking.
I definitely never had a crush on her. Even when she was hosting that late night, that HBO show where she read like books. Mm-hmm. What was that called? Last email from Jeannie, longtime listener Jeannie. Drew, that was a lot of High Life being drank over the weekend. Did I say how many High Lifes I had?
Yeah. You had like 2 cases or whatever.
No, I had some. I bought a second case in case because I had someone coming over. I didn't finish. I still have some. This is still
you
from
said
that.
you drank a lot. You said you drank a lot. I don't remember the exact number.
5 or 6 or 7, 8.
8 or 9.
No, nothing 10. Crazy. My favorite binge watching snacks: chips and cheese. Must be Lay's, no doubt. I get it. Chili cheese dip.
She loves that shit.
These are all things she likes to make.
That's her favorite.
Yeah. When she sits around and binges her terrible shows she's recorded from the week. And Chef Boyardee pizza.
Oh, she loves
I don't know that she makes that dip for binging, though.
Oh, when her and Dad are like sitting around watching a show for the day, they are definitely topping it off with some Chef Boyardee pizza.
Really?
Yeah.
Sweet treat
Definitely.
Pillsbury cherry turnovers, now called cherry croissants.
She loves those.
Coffin or trapped rats in a room the size of Drew's storage room. Both are hideous, but if I didn't know my fate, I would pick the rats in a room. I'd have a fighting chance, I guess. Fall beverages, Oktoberfest beer. That's for your dad. Okay, I was
I
gonna
was gonna
say hot
say
chocolate
that's
and
for
apple
mom.
cider. And apple cider.
I had a apple cider. It was chai and apple cider. Not good.
I forgot to tell you, the weekend we just had, or no, was it this weekend? No, yesterday. Miranda's brother and sister-in-law, Maddie, were out of town for the weekend. Like, oh, we're going to this place in Wisconsin, blah, 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 but we're going to go to an apple orchard. We've been there before. We like it. I'm like, okay, what's it called? I'm like, whatever. I've been to some apple orchards. What's it called? He's like, Ugsters and like Ikesters.
Oh my god.
Homies were at Ikesters this weekend.
That's crazy.
And like, that's literally 5 minutes. It's in my hometown. That is my hometown.
Yes.
I believe it's considered Oregon.
I think so too.
So you were in my hometown.
Oh my gosh.
You were in my hometown.
That's wild.
Halloween costume ideas and favorites. Let me just say that growing up, the go-to costume was a hobo. Everybody had the makings, and that was what it was called, a hobo. She said she loved Melanie Basick's table costume.
Oh, yeah.
Fully set table.
It was crazy.
I don't know.
That girl had some great costumes. She had a fully set table, and then one year she was a toilet that when she opened up the lid, it had her candy dish that people would put candy in.
Was she a kid?
We were like maybe older kids, but yeah, she was a kid.
Also love Drew's garbage bag costume where they scared people walking by. Yeah, I dressed in a garbage bag one year and just would drop down the ball and then pop up when people walked by. She said she also liked Nick and Drew's Laverne and Shirley.
Oh yeah, except Drew was so grumpy that day.
Huh?
You were so grumpy that day.
Couldn't tell you. Then for Tara, definitely the Ultimate Warrior, which Tara is scarred by to this day, but it was awesome. It was awesome. Girl with period in white shorts. Can I say Redbox? You invented the video. Classic. Mm-hmm. MELLONfights ending was fire last week. Very melodic and very in sync. The best ever. I don't remember. Hey, Tara.
Was it when we were doing Once Hit Wonders?
Maybe. No, I think we did the melon. It's not time yet. Tara, do you have a grievance?
It was the peacock.
Peacock? Yeah, that was your grievance. Peacock. Fuck streamers having everything. Did you see that HBO has like Bleacher Report, like live sports on it right now? And they're going to do it for like free for like 5 months?
No.
Yeah. And they're like TNT, NBA and shit's going to be on there. It'll be interesting. I think they're trying to get people to get off of like YouTube TV and stuff and just come straight to HBO Max. Anyway. Hey, Tara.
Hey, Drew.
Stay dry.
Stay dry. What are you doing?
Something beeped. I want to see what it was.
Oh, I thought you were trying to
stay dry.
Cue something up.
I wish.
Miley.
Oh, that'd been great. Stay dry.
Stay dry. Tuesday. Have a Tuesday.
And ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba. MELLONfights.
What the fuck? Oh God.